Sunlight is vital for our health, and one of its most crucial roles is helping our bodies produce vitamin D. This essential nutrient supports various bodily functions, including bone health, immune function, and mood regulation. But how much sunlight do we need to get the right amount of vitamin D? Let's dive into the details. Understanding vitamin D and its importance. Vitamin D, often referred to as the sunshine vitamin, is unique because our bodies can produce it when exposed to sunlight. Unlike other vitamins, vitamin D functions more like a hormone, regulating calcium and phosphorus levels in the blood and promoting bone health. Adequate vitamin D levels can also help prevent chronic diseases, such as osteoporosis, heart disease, and certain cancers. The role of sunlight in vitamin D production. When our skin is exposed to ultraviolet B, UVB, rays from the sun, it synthesizes vitamin D3, cholecalciferol. This form of vitamin D is then converted into its active form in the liver and kidneys. The amount of vitamin D your body produces depends on several factors. 1. Geographic location. People living closer to the equator get more UVB exposure throughout the year compared to those living in higher latitudes. 2. Time of year and day. UVB rays are strongest between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., and during the summer months. 3. Skin type. People with lighter skin produce vitamin D more quickly than those with darker skin because melanin, the pigment in the skin, reduces UVB absorption. 4. Age. As we age, our skin's ability to produce vitamin D decreases. 5. Sunscreen use and clothing. Sunscreen and protective clothing can block UVB rays, reducing vitamin D synthesis. How much sunlight do you need? While there is no one-size-fits-all answer, general guidelines can help determine how much sunlight is enough for adequate vitamin D production. Fair-skinned individuals. About 10–30 minutes of midday sun exposure several times a week is typically sufficient. This should be with arms and legs exposed without sunscreen. Darker-skinned individuals may require longer exposure, ranging from 30 minutes to a few hours, depending on the skin tone. Older adults. Since older adults have reduced skin synthesis capacity, they may need more sunlight or consider supplements to maintain optimal levels. People in higher latitudes. During winter months, UVB rays are weaker, making it challenging to get enough vitamin D from sunlight alone. Supplements might be necessary during these times. Balancing sun exposure and skin health. While getting enough sunlight is essential for vitamin D production, it's crucial to balance this with the risk of skin damage and skin cancer from excessive UV exposure. Here are some tips. Short, frequent exposure. Instead of long sunbathing sessions, aim for shorter, more frequent exposures to minimize skin damage. Sunscreen use. Apply sunscreen after you've had sufficient sun exposure for vitamin D production to protect your skin from harmful UV rays. Dietary sources. Include vitamin D-rich foods in your diet, such as fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, fortified dairy products, and egg yolks. Supplements. Consider vitamin D supplements, especially during winter months or if you have limited sun exposure due to lifestyle or geographic location. Signs of vitamin D deficiency. It's essential to recognize the signs of vitamin D deficiency, which can include fatigue and general tiredness, bone and back pain, depression and mood swings, impaired wound healing, hair loss, muscle pain. If you suspect a deficiency, it's advisable to consult a healthcare provider who can perform a blood test and recommend appropriate supplementation if necessary. Conclusion. Adequate sunlight exposure is a natural and effective way to maintain healthy vitamin D levels, crucial for overall health and well-being. By understanding the factors that influence vitamin D synthesis and balancing sun exposure with skin protection, you can enjoy the benefits of this vital nutrient while minimizing health risks. Remember to consider dietary sources and supplements when sunlight exposure is insufficient, ensuring you meet your vitamin D needs year-round. Thanks. Please like, share and subscribe.